Hello and welcome to the HHH Racing Podcast. I'm your host, Howard Kravitz. I am very happy to announce our very first show right here. This is episode one of a new segment on the HHH Racing Podcast called All About Adelphi. This show is going to be regarding the Adelphi Racing Club out of New York, managing partner Matt Couture. As you can see here, I have the logo there all set up there. And you can see there also on the left side of the screen, you can see right there, I've got the Adelphi insignia there. Very happy to be partnered with the Adelphi Racing Club, a great bunch of guys. And as many of you know, I'm a partner as well. I have part ownership of two horses, a Street Sense filly named Solevo and an unnamed colt called that's out of Tapwrit. So we're very excited to be a part of the Adelphi Racing Club. They are yearlings. They are about to turn 2 years old. This show, which we're going to have twice a month, ladies and gentlemen, twice a month, is going to be all about racing partnerships, specifically the Adelphi Racing Partnership. So we're not going to be doing handicapping on this show, but this is definitely segments that you're going to want to pay attention to if you love horse racing. We're going to get behind the scenes look at the sales, behind the scenes look at the Adelphi Racing Club partnership, what goes into getting these yearlings ready to the racetrack. We're going to follow them all the way through, hopefully onto many wins in most likely the New York area. And we're going to go behind the scenes. We'll be talking to, I'm sure in the future, trainers Christophe Clement, trainer Ray Handel. We'll be talking to many of the partners and owners within the partnership. I'm very excited to be a part of the Adelphi Racing Club and for them to sponsor the HHH Racing Podcast. I really think you're going to enjoy these segments. Now, as you can see on the bottom of the screen right here on the scroll, there are many different ways to get in touch with Adelphi Racing Club and the manager, Matt Couture. As you can see, we have the website there. Also, Matt Couture's email is below. And then on social media, we have the Instagram there at Adelphi_racing and on Twitter at Adelphi Club. So many ways you get in touch with Adelphi Racing Club. And if you don't really have interest in buying into the partnership or whatnot, it's just fun to hear about these horses, to see how they develop and grow, and to see, get a behind the scenes look of what happens within a horse racing partnership because there are a lot of very interesting aspects to a partnership. Now, today's first segment here on All About Adelphi. And what I would appreciate is your patience because I'm going to be looking to my right quite a bit, just like this. I have a lot of videos to share with you. We have some interviews, photos. So, from a tech standpoint, this will be a little bit challenging for me. Hope you'll enjoy the show. All these shows will be most likely half an hour or less, by the way. So, they will not be long, but hopefully they'll be very fun, informative, and interesting, whether you are a part of the ownership or not. So, the first horse that we're going to talk about in today's segment again is focused on two yearlings about to turn 2 years old in the partnership, the Street Sense filly Solevo and an unnamed Tapwrit colt. So we'll be talking about those two horses today. I had the pleasure of going down to Ocala, Florida last week. I saw these horses in person. Again, took some pictures, videos, interviewed the trainers. That's what we're going to be showing you today. It was fascinating to go down there. I want to thank King's Equine Farm and Kinsman Farm especially for their hospitality, allowing myself, my brother, and his fiance to see these two wonderful horses as part of the Adelphi Racing Club partnership and co-owned by yours truly. So let's go ahead first and talk about the 2-year-old Street Sense filly getting a lot of buzz. Solevo, of course, named after the very famous Italian restaurant in Saratoga Springs. I'll be making my first visit to Saratoga Springs this summer. Just secured my plane ticket. I'll be there the second week of Saratoga. I'm really excited to uh, see Saratoga, maybe see one of our horses run there, and of course visit the fantastic restaurant Solevo. So let's go ahead and talk about Solevo first. Again, bear with me just a little bit here. And there she is. Of course, this is from the Adelphi Racing Club website. Um, it looks as though Solevo is going to be somewhere between 6 furlongs to a mile grass horse. She's a little bit shorter, compact, very, very interesting breeding on this horse. Again, by Street Sense, out of an Exceed and Excel mare. Now, Exceed and Excel was a very good Australian sprinter on the grass, and the dam of Solevo is a horse called Marwa. Marwa has produced some very high-priced yearlings at the uh, Keeneland sale and other places. So um, Marwa is thought of very highly as a broodmare, and it's going to be very interesting to see how she mixes here with Street Sense to develop what we hope will be a very nice filly in Solevo. You can see a picture of her there. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this off the screen, and I'm going to show you some pictures that we have of Solevo when I was at the farm. So again, just give me one moment, please, as I go ahead and bring that up. All right, so uh, let me go ahead and share some pictures here we have. Again, this is Ocala last week. And there's Solevo with her handler there. Uh, you could, I could say a few things. First of all, you see that her ears there are pricked. She had her ears pricked almost the entire time, which is very good. She was very attentive. She was very aware of her surroundings. She was a very sweet filly, very kind. I was able to go up to her and pet her and etc. And she handled herself like a professional, which I think is obviously very important at this stage. Let me go ahead and show you a little more of a close up there. Hold on one second, sorry. There you go. There's a more close up of Solevo. She was starting to bring in her winter coat, so she'll look a lot different, of course, in several months from now, and when she gets to the track, hopefully in the summer. But you can see very attentive, looking right at the camera there, saying hello, hello, sweetie, with her ears pricked, very nicely built horse. Now I'm going to show you some video. This is about 30 seconds of her simply just walking around. Now this is after, again, this is after she galloped, um, but she's just going to be led around here with her handler. It's about 30 seconds. Just so you have a sense, you can see her move. This is Solevo.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Again, very sweet, very kind, ears pricked, very attentive, uh, just doing all the right things.
oh,
There she is there. So now we're going to go ahead and see her on. Let me go ahead and stop sharing here. Now we're going to see her jogging. King's Equine, which is where this was filmed, is down in Ocala, Florida. It's a 6 furlong training track circumference, and right now she's up to a mile. So she's um, jogging about a mile in the morning. We're going to see her here in just a moment as I go ahead and queue up the video here. If you just go ahead and give me a second here as I queue it up for everyone here. What you're going to see here is she's going to be on the outside. Again, she'll be on the outside. She's paired here with another horse, and you just get a sense of her stride. And I will say, well, let's just go ahead and watch the video. I'm sure everyone's very excited to see it. Let me go ahead and bring up the video of Solevo last week jogging at King's Equine in Ocala, Florida. I know it's just a very short there, but again, I like the way she moves. I like the way she runs. And you don't have to hear from me because I am not the expert. Let's hear from her trainers. I go ahead and again take care of some video here. If you just bear with me a second. Uh, Raul Reyes, trainer at King's Equine. He's fantastic. He's trained the likes of Beholder when she was just a baby and many other very successful graded stakes horses. So Solevo is in fantastic hands down there at King's Equine. Trainer Raul Reyes preferred to not be on camera, but we do have some audio. I'm going to show you. You're going to hear approximately a minute or so of audio coming from, again, uh, trainer Raul Reyes of King's Equine as I interviewed him discussing Solevo. So let me go ahead and bring up our conversation. You can hear from the trainer himself, Raul Reyes.
I'm here with Raul Reyes, the 2-year-old trainer here at King's Equine, a beautiful facility. Raul, how are you doing this morning, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about how Solevo, the Street Sense filly, is training and what you've seen from her so far.
Well, she's a very smart horse. That's a plus right away, and she's a very strong filly, and she's being pretty healthy all the time. So those three things are, stand up on her.
What do you see with her disposition, her personality? What kind of personality does she have amongst other horses, and what do you see going forward with her?
Well, she's got a very mellow personality, which is what you want on a horse. She don't use herself on wasting her energy. And
Can you gauge her competitiveness, how competitive she is with other horses compared to other ones you've trained at this point?
well, it's too early to tell on that. They're not in that stage yet where you can see, how competitive they are. It's hard to tell right now.
Yeah.
They're not in that stage.
Has she cleared some benchmarks, some goals that you've had for her in the first, little bit that you've been able to work with her?
Yes, she has. She has been done everything that we asked her to do, and she's been done it very easily.
And what's your plan for her in the next, 6 weeks to a month or two? Are you going to turn her out at some point, or are you just going to continue to train her on?
We're gonna continue training her and put some miles on her. That's very important on this stage of her career.
Terrific. Well, good luck. We'll be looking forward to seeing her hopefully on the track sometime in the summer then.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your time.
All righty, so that was trainer Raul Reyes of King's Equine. Had a lot of positive things to say. He's a very soft-spoken man, but again, loves the way she moves. She's very professional. I will say, you couldn't really tell by the video, the horse on her inside that Solevo was paired with was sort of goofy, looking around, not very attentive. Solevo was looking right down the track the entire time I saw her run, and I saw her, um, you know, jog all the way around the entire circumference of the track, and I was using binoculars. She was very focused. She was not, moving her head around. She had her head down, looking right down the track, her ears pricked. I really like her focus. I liked everything I saw. It's very early, of course, with Solevo. However, a lot of positives to take out of Solevo. So we're very excited to see what Solevo can do going forward. All right, now let's talk about the colt. Is I'm going to go ahead and look to my right here, and we'll start bringing up some pictures of the colt here as I go ahead and go to the website first. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up this very interesting 2-year-old colt. Let me go ahead and share the screen here. And there we go. This is an unnamed, as of right now, an unnamed colt. I said 2-year-old, I meant yearling, about to turn 2. Uh, this horse is by Tapwrit out of a very interesting dam side, out of an appealing Zophie mare called Eccentric Spinster. So again, Eccentric Spinster, you can see her races on film if you'd like. Uh, First of all, love the color of this horse. Definitely, that's exactly what we saw down in Florida. You're going to see in just a little bit some pictures and some video. I believe she's registered as a gray, but she definitely has some brown in her as well. And his colors, excuse me, him, his colors are going to change, of course, throughout the winter. And he had a little bit of a winter coat on, also, as we're going to see. He's a little more furry, a little more fluffy than he normally would be. But this is very interesting pedigree, sort of a little more speed on the dam side, although the dam could still go 2 turns. And of course, the male side, fantastic Tapwrit first crop sire out of the super sire Tappet. Let me go ahead and bring up some photos here of what we saw down in Florida at Kinsman Farm. Fantastic farm down there. So these are my pictures there. You can see him sort of hanging out with his handler, stretching out there. Again, you can see very sort of long, broad shoulders, very long neck there. He was just sort of playing with his handler. Again, very playful type. You see there's more of a close-up there. There it is, Tapwrit. And Eccentric Spinster was the dam. And we'll show you one more picture. He was just sort of hanging out, playing with his handler, having a lot of fun. He's just a kid, right? And these are all just children right now, really having fun, learning how to become racehorses. So there's some pictures of the Tapwrit colt. I'm going to go ahead now and show you two other things that I'd like to show you. The first time I'm going to show you is him on the racetrack. And this is going to be a short work. This is going to be, as I pull it up here on the screen, of course, I'm off screen. You can't see it right now. And I got to find it. Excuse me 1 second here. So we're going to be seeing two things. We'll see him jog approximately, had to get the video up. Where is the video? Okay, well, I'll find it here in just a second. We're going to see him jog approximately just right by the screen there. And hold on just 1 second here as I go ahead and bring that up. And I'm having trouble finding it right now. Okay, well, technical glitch here. Is this it? Here we go. Sorry about that, folks. All right. So we're going to see, actually, nope, that's December 9th. That is an old video from Matt Cuter. Okay, well, as I look for that video, folks, I'll go ahead and show you a few things here. I have an interview with Emily Dawson. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Sorry about that, folks. Greatly apologize. Interview with Emily Dawson as well after you see this short uh, jog here. He'll jog right by us. He's going to be on the outside as we see this. Again, this is the 2-year-old Tapwrit colt, the dam eccentric spinster.
Competitive and they're also, I mean, they're herd animals, so they like being with each other.
See, he's got a nice big stride on him there, just doing it very easily. Again, nothing special here. This is at Kinsman Farm. Got very short video there, as you can see. Let's go ahead and now I'm going to bring up the interview with Emily Dawson. Emily Dawson is the trainer at Kinsman Farm, and you'll see that come up right now. She's on screen. We did a chance to talk to Emily about the Tapwrit colt.
So I'm here with Emily Dawson, trainer here at Kinsman Farm. Thanks for joining us. Talk to us a little about the Tapwrit colt. Very exciting by Eccentric Spinster. Very excited to see him training out here. Tell us a little bit of how he's progressing so far.
It's coming along really nicely. He's a very smart horse. He has a real fluid way of moving on the track. He covers a lot of ground, big strided, really great-minded horse that has done everything right for us so far.
And how would you describe his personality and his disposition, what you've seen him, not only with on the track and also off the track as well.
Just sweet horse to be around. Just handles everything with a lot of class, and um, just hasn't put a foot wrong.
Can you gauge his competitiveness at all right now? Obviously, he's just been jogging for the most part, but when he's been in company with other horses, what have you seen from him specifically in that situation?
Really acting like a normal yearling coming 2-year-old colt. Playful at times, engaged in his work. He gets competitive, but we haven't asked enough of him to really see how much he's gonna do for us.
Of course. And have you seen him pass his benchmarks and goals you've had for him since he's been here to progress to the next level?
Yes, he's done everything right.
Terrific. And what are the plans for him the next few weeks here, maybe next month or so for this colt?
So in January we'll let him do a little 2-minute lick, and probably just kick him back out for a little while and let him mature.
Terrific. And you guys are very excited. You have many horses out here, not only yearlings, but also some older horses as well. So you have a nice mix of horses that have raced and not raced here at the farm, correct?
Yes, yeah. We have a really nice group. We have a lot of horses from New York that are here for breaks, get turned out for 30, 45, 60 days, and then we get them back going, ready for the next season.
Terrific. Well, thanks for talking to us, Emily. Really appreciate it. We're excited to see the Tapwrit colt out of a dam that the mother's Eccentric Spinster. Very excited to hopefully see him on the racetrack, probably New York, coming up this summer. Emily, thanks for joining us today. Really appreciate it.
Enjoyed it. Okay.
Alrighty, that was Emily Dawson. Again, a lot of positive things that she said about the unnamed Tapwrit colt. If you have a name out there you'd like to throw, again, the sire is Tapwrit, and the dam is Eccentric Spinster. So if you have some names out there as you watch this show, feel free to comment down below the video player with some creative names, as we need to name this horse for the partnership. So again, Emily Dawson had a lot of very positive things to say about the Tapwrit colt. We're very excited about him as well. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I apologize for the delay in finding the video of the Tapwrit colt jogging. Apologize for that. But I really appreciate you joining our very first episode of All About Adelphi. And again, future episodes will not look like that, most likely. Future episodes I'll be interviewing the trainers of the partnership. I'll be interviewing other partners as well within the partnership. I know Matt Cutera will be making many appearances during these segments, and we'll just be talking about racing partnerships in general, and really a lot of very interesting information. So I hope you will enjoy All About Adelphi. And again, thank you to Matt Cutera and the Adelphi Racing Club for sponsoring the HHH Racing podcast. I look forward to working with them throughout 2022 and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Howard Kravitz, episode number 1 of All About Adelphi. Thanks for watching, and have a great night. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.